Hello children, welcome to our world through English. So today we are having the same unit of the storied house and the unit of art and culture, right? Art and culture. So already we are in the unit and we are discussing about the things, how the class was eagerly waiting for the class. Because when the bell rings, all the children were moving here and there. But when they had seen Janaki teacher coming towards them, all they were eagerly excited because she will teach social studies and she will give a lot of explanation for that. Excuse me. And she used to give a lot of explanation and she will explain everything clearly with a great innovation by recollecting all the things. So she will explain the stories and lessons, all the things very, very beautifully. So everybody in the class likes Janaki teacher who is teaching social studies. So she came to the class with the new things, having some fabrics in her hand. After bringing that, she asked a question. Regarding one thing, that is, do anyone have an idea regarding the fabrics? Nobody responded, nobody replied, and she written a title, that is Textiles in India, Ikat of Andhra Pradesh. That was the title she written on the board, and she placed all the things, the fabrics on the soft board. She pinned to the soft board and she was talking to the children. And after that she asked a question by showing the fabrics. She explained the patterns and later she asked, do you have any idea regarding the patterns? Have you ever seen this type of patterns? By showing the shawls, rumals and threads, she shown everything and asked the students, do you have any idea, have you ever seen this type of patterns anywhere? Then one student got up and said, yes, as teacher, I have seen on my mother's sari, but the color was different. The pattern was same, but the color was different. She said, oh, very good, very good. And can anyone knows the place where we have a beautiful textile in our Andhra Pradesh? She said it was very close to our capital, state capital, Hyderabad. Then everybody started saying some names. Finally, she revealed the name of Nalgonda, that is Pochampally. So all the children said, oh yeah, we know Pochampally. Later, she started talking about the story of Ikat. So immediately, she said one answer, that is, it is called as Ikat. And in Telugu, what we call this one? Chitiki. In Telugu, we call it as Chitiki. In Patola in Gujarati, and next in Ikat in Varia. So she said that this is the introduction, children. What she said was, when she said that Ikat, we will call Chitiki in Telugu, Patola in Gujarati, and Ikat in Varia. So she gave an explanation and later she had shown a sari, a patola sari. Means you can understand it was made in Gujarat. So she showed the patola sari and she started explaining about the things. And I already said it is having a black background or red printed on it and having a beautiful flowers bordered and leaves on the, I draw the sari also. Maybe you remember those things. And later she started about talking about the patterns on it. So she started talking about the patterns on it. So she said that it will have a different patterns. So if you look at my shirt, it is having a pattern like this. Like this. is having the blocks like this. Okay, this is the pattern, and she started explaining about the pattern, and she said one word, that is, what is that? What is the meaning of Ikat? Ikat means what? To bind or not. This is Ikat, means tying or binding. So now how they are tying here means, in mathematics you have a word, when you are drawing graph sheet, there we will find x-axis and y-axis. Yes or no? So these are all x-axis and these are all y-axis. So she said, this is, we will bind two threads, it will give a pattern. It will give a pattern. So like that we will get finally a shape. So she used two words, that is, one is warp and is weft. Weft, warp. So the x-axis is called weft and the y-axis is called warp. So when you look at the looms, it will be like this, a straight lines, and from one place the thread will goes like this. Okay, thread will goes, and finally it will make here something, and some other fabric, some other things. For example, it will happen like this. It will appear, and some other corner another will come like this, and some other corner another will come like this. So finally the design will appear. Finally, whatever they decided, the design will come. So these are the looms sticks. So when they weaves, when they moves the looms, so it will move and it will go for exact design what they had in their mind. So that is a beautiful art. So there we stopped in the previous class regarding when she was explaining about the weft and the warp. X-axis is weft, y-axis is warp. Okay, so there we stopped in the previous class. Let us see here. Janaki said, now the teacher was saying these dialogues. Janaki said, in Ikat, the threads are carefully sorted. Sorted means what? Ordered, kept. Okay, arranged, very simple, arranged. Okay, the sorted, carefully arranged, sort, arrange. So they will arrange very carefully. How? Warp and weft divided into bundles. So if you look at my shirt here, it is having two colors. One is blue and another is pink color. So the same thing here, they will, before making into a cloth, what they will do, they will divide warp and weft into bundles. So two colors, no? Here pink and blue. For example, if they want here blue color, pink color, they will keep in a bundles. Blue color, this is pink color. They will divide into two bundles, and later then tied with locally available waterproof materials like plastic sheets, rubber strips, or car and bicycle tires, they drop into color. So now what will happen? They will take, you know that the threads will be in white color, everything is white, but by dipping into different colors, they will change the color. The thread will make with white color on the wool, or you can take any cloth or any silk. That will be with white color. All the threads will get in white color. There will be no different color. Whatever we are getting, that is only white color. By mixing with different colors, we will get different colors. So they will take up threads, okay, the white color thread, and they will take a colors, which color they want to make. They will knot the two bundles with any plastic or any tire or car tires or anything, the strips means a black color strips. So because color resistant, for example, if you dip the same into the color, again it will get another color. So they want to keep it color resistant, which won't dissolve in the water. So they will tie that and they'll keep in the color. So after making some days, what will get? It will get same color. The thread will turn into the same color, right? So drop into the color. Once you untie the knots, you can see white threads dotted with color at intervals, Ravi said. So what will happen? So wherever they want, they will make, for example, see here, this is a thread, children, very simple. This is the threads, all white color threads only, no? For example, all white color threads. So this thread I want in two different colors. What they will do, you know, for example, they will keep that black strip here or any plastic thing here. Here they will keep, and here, because continuous intervals changes colors. So here and here they will keep, and they will dip in the water color. What will get? This remaining part will change, but already they closed here with some water resistant some tight strips or any plastic. So what will happen? Here the still white remains here. Here the still white remains here, and remaining everything will be changed. So that is the idea when they are changing into the different colors. So that once you untie the knots, you can see white threads dotted with the color at intervals, Ravi said. So that is. So immediately they tied here, they kept here, they kept. So this will change, this will change, this will, but these gaps will not be changed because we already tied, because we want this design that should be there. So wherever they want the same white, they will make the same thing and they will dip. So they will remove, and again if they want here to be red color, again they will keep all these things and it will change the red color. So like that is the pattern, that is the idea when they are making into different colors. Very simple. For example, this is a thread. I want here red color, this should be white color, this should be blue color. So first what I will do, I will close it and will keep this one inside. So it will turn. Again I will close this one and I will close this one, this should be white. Then I will close this total too, I will dip into blue color. So this will get blue color. So entirely three colors. Like that they will change the colors of the threads. Next, Ravi said, teacher, how do they know where to tie the knots? So now one more question, that is, teacher, how do they know? For example, here they have to tie the knot, here they have to tie the knot, here they have to tie the knots. How they knows? How they knows? Really? So for example, they need calculation, no? For example, if they are making a dress cloth, what is the size and where should we should keep another color, where we have to keep another color, they should calculate everything. So this is very important. So the ties indicates the design we want. We can look at a design or a motif on a tie. Ravi looked puzzled. It does not seem simple. Yes. So this shirt is having two colors, pink and blue color. So for making this, they first closed this side and they made blue, and next they open this one, they kept in the pink color. So then the two colors came into the same thing. So later, if they want this design, what they will do, they will place in a correct position. So first, second, third, fourth. So then finally they will intersect and they will make design, and later you can find different see, first like this and second like this. So it is very hard job. We need calculations. Yes, how much, for example, if it is, this is the empty cloth, here I want this type of blocks here, and here I want, here I want, like this. Remaining should be like this. So what I have to do? They will calculate. Oh, corners means where they have to move. So they will know everything clearly. So they will calculate and they will move the looms and they will make like exact design what they wanted to do. Then the student was surprised. Oh, mom, it is not a small task. It is not a small task. It is a very, very hard job. It is very, very hard job. For example, without knowing mathematics, will they do all these things? Is it possible? They know well mathematics than us. So they are very, very perfect. So Ravi, you are absolutely right. The teacher said it is not easy. First you count the threads, measure the distance, calculate when to repeat the pattern. Only then you can tie the knots. So now this is important. See, first we have to make the design. We have to calculate. I said no, where we have to place it, where we have to tie the knots, and later what is the distance of the cloth, and where we have to keep the design. And when you look at the saris or the other things, they will make some designs on the saris. How? It was very, very hard because it is their occupation. When you look at the looms, very simple. They will move once like this front, sometimes this side, sometimes this side, sometimes they will move front, sometimes we don't know why they are moving, sometimes front, sometimes sides. So that is the way of direction when the design appears. So when they move right side or left side, it will show the loom will move this side. When they move front to back, then the loom moves front and back. Then the thread will goes and will make a design. So it was really awesome. I already suggested that you just open YouTube and you get a type hand looms working process. Then immediately you will find the looms. Some videos are available who are working on the looms. They kept already some videos on the hand loom process. So just look at that and you will be very surprised because it is not an easy job. It is not an easy job. Next, teacher, it seems like difficult mathematics, Ramya said. So now immediately Ramya came and asking, teacher, yes, this is not a small job because they need more mathematics to do this one. Because to calculate the size, to calculate the length of the cloth and the design, where they have to repeat the cloths, repeat the patterns. It is not a small task, teacher. They need, it is very difficult mathematics. Yes, correct. Weavers may not be formally educated but have a complex calculations at their fingertips. They not even, maybe they are not well educated like us. They didn't come to school. They not studied mathematics. They not studied, but they will have their calculations in the fingertips by looking at simply. For example, if you look at your old people, father or your grandfathers, easily they will calculate. They will be very, very fast in the calculations. They are not having that education like us. We have a lot of technology, we have a lot of education, a lot of systems, a lot of changes we are having. But when you look at your fathers or grandfathers, they will have a sharp mind than us. They will calculate very, very fast regarding the foods. For example, if you look at some distance, they will say, yes, it is 10 feet. But what we will do, we will calculate, we will take a feet and we will calculate, oh, this is by measuring tape, we will calculate. But they will just approximately, they will guess easily because they have that capability. The same thing here, when we are looking at this weavers who are working on the looms, they are not even formally educated. They are not having any formal education. They didn't go to school or not studied in the school, but even they have a rough calculations. By looking at immediately they can guess, yeah, here we have to repeat the pattern. It will go the corner, then we have to repeat the corner. When it was in the middle, we have to repeat the pattern. So like that, they will have some calculations on their fingertips, or at their fingertips. Very fastly they can calculate. They draw patterns on the graph and copy them on the threads. They will draw patterns on the graphs. Now we are having graph sheets and we are using, and sir, how to draw this, sir, how to draw that. But they will draw on the graph sheets. Who? the weavers who not came to school, they don't know how to draw, they don't know how this one, that one, but they will make everything, because even they didn't have any formal education, they have a lot of things what they have done in their life. So we can say that education but more experience. So by experience they get all those calculations, by seeing that yes, here we have to make a pattern, yes, here we have to divide. So like that they got, and most probably here they can also draw graph sheets. Graph sheets. So by looking at the graph sheet only they can calculate. Yes, for example, here is the graph sheet, right? Here is the graph sheet. So they want a design, so they will design. Yes, here we have to repeat the pattern, and here we want to repeat the pattern, x-axis and y-axis. So here single line, so here the pattern will appear like this. Pattern appear means this will appear. So up to here I want. Next I want to repeat here the pattern like this. So this is the design what they wanted. So they will make a beautiful patterns like this. So whatever they wanted, whatever the design they needed, whatever the design they already planned in their mind, they will draw on the graph sheet. So here we have to make a blocks. Here we have to make blocks. So they will calculate. Yes, they will place the thread and they will calculate. Oh, here we have to make it. Here we have to make it. So then they will calculate the measures in their mind. They will keep the threads on the loom and they will weave. So they will calculate the size. Oh, 10 layers. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next year 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they will calculate. So finally they will get blocks and remaining the plane. So that is the idea. So that is the calculations what they will have at their fingertips. Calculate at their fingertips, and they draw patterns on the threads, on the graphs, and copy them on threads. Janaki continued that. Just close your eyes and imagine, children, threads stretched out long with dots of different colors shining. I have seen such a sight in the village of Nalgonda. Someone said, Teacher, the dots are like raindrops. Chukka, that is how the name Chitiki Rumal. This was the favorite headgear of fishermen and other laborers. It was also the towel on the shoulders of traders in Gujarat. So now, teacher said, yes, children, it is not an easy job. It is not an easy job. Which job it is? Weaving on the weaves, handlooms. It is not an easy job. It was very, very hard and tough job. So we need a lot of calculations. We need a lot of mathematics for this. But they not got any formal education. They didn't come to school for education. But they have an idea regarding all those things. They will draw graphs, they will calculate all those things, and they will have a lot of things in their mind what they wanted to do. So that is the end. And you know one thing today about the rumals, chitiki rumals. You know, if you look at a fisherman, they will have a chitiki rumals. So when they are going for fishing, they will tie, and the towels, you know, those are all chitiki rumals. Means the designs what we have, the patterns, blocking patterns. Have you seen that? So the chitki rumals and the towels are very, very famous in Gujarat. And you know, chukka means what? Dotted, that is called chitki. It means dotted rumals. Chitki rumals means a fisherman will use, when you watch any movies, they will have a blocked waists block vests. They will have a blocks and vest, and it will have some holes. So that is called chitki vests. So that is about today's class. And let me remember what we discussed in the today's class. Especially Janaki teacher started saying about these things, how they will make different colors. So how they will make different colors, children? It is very simple. Wherever they want the color, wherever they want a different color, simply they will change one thing. They will tie, and they will tie with the stripes of any plastic or any tires which won't have the water solubility. So they will tie it, and they will keep in the color, dip in the color water. So immediately what will happen, for example, if they want, here they want black, here they want red, here they want green, here they want yellow. So first they will close totally. They will dip, red will get, for example, see here. They will close entire here. Here they will dip in the red water. They will get red. And again they will close this one, and they will close remaining. And they will keep this one. So they want here blue color. They got the blue color. And again they want to close all. Here they want green color. They will get green. And again they will close totally after that drying. Again they dip into some yellow color. Yellow. So like that they will get. So this is the way they will change the colors of the thread, because the thread will be in white color. So if they want the different colors, they will do this thing, and they will dip into the different colors to get the different patterns, and they will use rough calculations on the graph sheet. They can draw graph on the x-axis and y-axis. What we call, if we draw something on the x-axis, means weft, and if you draw on the y-axis, that is called wrap. So like that they have some idea on x-axis and y-axis. They will make up blocks, and they will calculate that, and they have everything in them. They will calculate when they have to repeat the patterns. That is called complex mathematics, which was not having any formal education. They not having go to school, but it will be their mind. So that is very good calculations, and they're very hard calculations. Ammiya said, teacher, it was too difficult mathematics. Yes, it was difficult mathematics, but this can do very simple without having any formal education. So this is the end of today's class. Children, let us think about the words sort. Means arrange. All the threads will be arranged, sorted, ordered properly according to their idea. And next, what we call in Telugu, that is called chitki rumal, also very famous, especially fishermen will use, and in Gujarat they will be traders will use on their shoulders. If you go for Tamil Nadu people will have always a shawl on their shoulders. So that is the tradition. So chitki, and in the Gujarati we will call this Ikat with pachola name. And in Oriya and Orissa state, in Oriya we will call this Ikat as Ikat, means a simple a chitki. Chitki means what? Chukka, a dot. So it was a simple thread. So with that they will tie all the dots, they will tie all the knots, they will tie all the dots, all the thread, and to make a design, that is called Ikat. That is called Ikat. That is the end of today's class, children. I hope you enjoyed, and meet you in the next class with the continuation of the story of Ikat, and we will complete in the tomorrow class. And after that, if possible, after this unit, we will go for explanation of all the grammar topics. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Meet you in the next class. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.